Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, The Art of Science. And today's topic that we are going to study is the lesson 10 of class 11, that is cell cycle and cell division. So first of all, while we are going to study the chapter, we should watch a simple and very uh, understandable, learnable video. Just watch it.
Human contains an estimated 100 trillion cells, and yet we start life as a single cell. To grow, develop, and repair tissue damage, we rely on cell division. In eukaryotic cells, this process is accomplished by a series of well-orchestrated steps called mitosis. Every day, our bodies must produce millions of skin cells to replace those lost through normal activity. Each of these cells must have a complete complement of the genetic material. Prior to cell division, where the cell divides into two identical cells, the DNA needs to be replicated so that each daughter cell receives an exact copy. Following DNA replication, the chromosomes condense in the nucleus of the cell. DNA condenses by wrapping around cores of histone proteins, forming nucleosomes. This beads on a string structure is called chromatin. As a cell prepares to divide, chromatin coils up further.
Now, what we have learned from the video? We learned from our video that there are about millions of cells in our body. As we are multicellular organism, we start our life from a single cell. That is called zygote. You know well, when the sperm and ovum get fertilized together, it gives a zygote. And this is the zygote from which each and every sexually reproducing organism has been developed. Now, the topic comes over here. Life from of all multicellular organisms start with a single cell. That is zygote. Growth of every living organism depend on the cell division. Means this zygote has undergone several millions of times of cell division. And due to this cell division, a new organism arises or developed. If we have already studied the cell theory. In the cell theory, we come to know that in the third number of cell theory, that is given by Rudolf Virchow, that every cell arises from pre-existing cells. All cells, as stated means as it has already been given by Rudolf Virchow, that in the cell theory, that every cell arises from pre-existing cells. Means whatever the number of organisms present on the world, they have come from cell, means pre-existing cells. Every organism or every cell arises on the earth due to some cell that is already be present in the primitive ages. Now we are going to study about cell cycle. So what is cell cycle? In the video we have already watched that a mother cell, when fully developed, divide into two daughter cells, and the two daughter cell again grow and further able to divide once again. So the sequence of a mother cell to divide into two daughter cell, and the two daughter cell again grow to further division, this sequential event together called cell division. I think you understood. Means cell division is a simple process in which a mother cell divide and give two daughter cell, and all the sequential events that take place during the course of cell division is together called cell cycle. Now listen, see here, the sequential event occurring in the life of a cell is called cell cycle. Means during the course of cell division, during the course of life of a cell forms from the mother cell, it grows and again divide. So all the event together called cell cycle. So we will study what are the different cell cycle. I think you have already watched in the video. In the course of cell cycle, just see and watch it once again.
Shortening and condensing the chromosome. The replicated chromosomes are called sister chromatids. The replication of DNA and the formation of sister chromatids is one part of the entire cell cycle. To prepare for cell division, the cell goes through interphase, which can be divided into 3 distinct phases. During G1 or gap1 phase, all the organelles and cytoplasmic components, including the centrioles in animal cells, replicate. Then during S or synthesis phase, the DNA replicates. Finally, during G2 or gap2 phase, all the enzymes needed to aid in the process of cell division are produced. Most eukaryotic cells spend a great deal of time in interphase, and a very short period of time actually dividing, a process called mitosis. The cell is now ready to go through mitosis, which consists of prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. During prophase, the chromosomes condense.
So, in this video, what have you watched? You have watched that cell divide in sequential manner. And you can see a figure of cell cycle has been given in this data. See, this is the figure of a cell cycle. In this cell cycle, you can easily see that the cell cycle has been divided into 4 main categories. That is G1 phase, S phase, G2 phase, and mitotic or meiotic phase. In this phase, when a mother cell gets divided into 2 daughter cells, you can say there is a 2 daughter cell. A mother cell gets divided into 2 daughter cells, and each daughter cell start developing and growing, and again convert into mother cell. Once again, I am repeating one. When during the course of cell cycle, a mother cell undergoes meiotic division or mitotic division, and by this they give the 2 or 4 daughter cell, and each daughter cell again start dividing, again start growing and convert into mother cell for further division. So this growth phase is divided into 3 phases. This phase is actually called interphase, or you can say resting phase. So resting phase has been divided into 3 phases, that is G1 phase, S phase, and G2 phase. So interphase is the resting phase. But can you think or can you say, is this the resting phase? No. There are several threshold type of changing take place during the course of interphase. Means during the interphase, a lots of changing and growth and development is taking place inside a daughter cell, so that it can grow into a mother cell and ready for further division. So later what happened? Now see, the note that has been given by me is clearly mentioned all the aspects of, means this cell cycle has been divided into 2 phases. First phase is the interphase and another is M phase, means either mitotic or meiotic phase. So during interphase, what happens during interphase? Let us study. During interphase, cell undergoes growth. Yes, the cell get ready, prepare itself for further division or rest as per need, and for a very little time being it take rest because it is going to prepare for further division. And what happens during the course of M phase? Obviously it is called mitotic or meiotic phase, means in this phase the cell divides either into 2 daughter cell or 4 daughter cells. Now let us study about interphase. What happens during interphase? Interphase is the stage between 2 successive cell division. You have already watched that a mother cell divide into two daughter cell, and again each daughter cell prepare itself for further division. So together called this long phase is called interphase. So interphase is the successive stage between successive cell division, means between two cell division it is a successive phase. Let us study about further in interphase. Interphase is the longest phase of the cell cycle. Keep in mind, cell cycle during which cell is highly active and prepare itself for the cell division. I have already told you. Now interphase has been divided into three main phase, which I have already discussed: G1 phase, S phase and G2 phase. You can see all these things over here. So G1 phase or gap 1 phase. Gap 1 phase, someone also called it growth phase 1. So what are the events that take place during growth phase 1? Let us study. During the course of growth phase 1 or gap period or first growth period, it start after cell division. What are the activities take place during G1 phase? Cell perform RNA synthesis, means RNA get prepared, which you have seen already in the earlier course of the video that has been played over here. RNA synthesis take place during the G1 phase. Further protein synthesis take place during the G1 phase, and synthesis of membrane during this phase. Not only the membrane, different kinds of vital cell organelle, that is called mitochondria, chloroplast, get divide and make it copy during the G1 phase. It has not been mentioned, you keep in mind what I have told. During G1 phase, mitochondria, chloroplast and many vital cell organelle get divide and make its own copy. Now what activity does take place during S phase? It is the also called synthesis phase. S for synthesis. So as usual, synthesis means DNA synthesis, protein synthesis. So in this phase, DNA make its own copy, means DNA replication take place. Yes, DNA make its own copy. You know there is a DNA, and this DNA forms the chromosome, and you have seen in the figure the chromosome has two copies. So actually the chromosome should look like this. See, the chromosome should look like this, but the chromosome make its own copy, means double itself during S phase. You will study this thing in class 12, that is replication of DNA. Only know this, that DNA make its own copy during S phase, means replication. RNA obviously synthesized in this phase, and also protein synthesis take place. So the three things going on during this course of S phase. It is a synthesis phase in which DNA is synthesized or replicate, so the amount of DNA get doubled. Point to be noted, DNA, which one is one or single piece, get doubled itself. Second topic, histone protein is also synthesized. This histone protein help to make DNA into chromosome, means DNA and histone protein together makes to form or make a chromatin fiber, coiled together to form a chromatin fiber, and this chromatin fiber further coiled and recoiled to form the chromosome. So histone protein also forms over here. What happens during G2 phase or gap phase 2? During the course of gap phase 2, gap phase is the second phase or second growth phase, during which nucleus increase in volume, means nucleus after the division of chromosome, means after the replication of DNA, when DNA itself make its own copy, the volume of the nucleus obviously will increase. So the volume of nucleus increases. Second number, now the tremendous growth or rapid growth take place in the cell. So a lots of metabolic activity take place. It is mentioned by metabolic activity essential for cell division going on through this phase. During this phase, a lots of enzyme formation take place, and this enzyme help the cell in its further division. And what happened next? Let us see. The various protein necessary for the cell division. I have already told you that the various protein necessary for the cell division is synthesized during this phase. Along with that, RNA also occur. RNA synthesis also occur during this phase. Means RNA synthesis take place. And in the animal cell, the centrioles appear near the pre-existing cells. Centrioles are the two minute star-like structures are found near the nucleus. So it can easily be visible during G2 phase, because this centriole help in the formation of spindle fiber. So it prepare the cell for further division. So some cell do not have gap phase, means some cell do not have gap phase. They further divide. They divide very rapidly. Some cells do not have gap phase in their cell cycle, whereas some cells will spend maximum time in the gap phase. Means some cell divide so rapidly that their gap phase cannot be seen or cannot be observed, while in some cells the gap phase is has a maximum part of their life. Means in you can say there are some cells which is replaced in the after 10 years, like the cells of bones, the cells of liver. The cells of liver change after 2 years, like that. So they have a very huge or maximum part of life. They spend their maximum part of life in the gap phase. Which cell divide more? There are some cells which never divide after the birth. So which phase do they follow? They undergo G2 phase, G0 phase. G0 phase means the phase in which a cell do not go further for the division. Means it does not divide further, although growth has been taken place with the body itself. So after that, the term comes M phase or meiotic phase. Meiotic phase or mitotic phase, both the phase. M phase stand for mitosis or meiosis. So M phase has been divided into two phases, that is called karyokinesis and cytokinesis. Karyokinesis means division of nucleus, in which karyo means nucleus, kinesis means division. Karyo means nucleus. So in M phase has been divided into two phases, karyokinesis and cytokinesis. Karyo means nucleus, kinesis means division. It is a kind of division in which nucleus divide into two daughter nuclei, and cytokinesis is a course of division in which cytoplasm divide into and gives two daughter cells. So karyokinesis and cytokinesis are the two different phases of mitotic phase. For today we have the class up till here. Next day we will study the different kind of cell division. Bye, and remember to learn the whole chapter. Along with that, you make the note of this chapter so that you can remind it during the period of examination, and keep reminding all the things every day or after every week, so that you can keep in mind for a long time, which will help you to learn well. And it is a very simple notes, and it is a very simple video which make your learning very well. Thank you. Bye bye.